did that noise go? Why don't I have those noises?
Whee!
I just realized that I was muted. That's not a good idea.
That won't help us.
So when I told you your mic was hot, I was in fact wrong. Yours wasn't.
I thought it was hot, but it was not hot, but it's whatever. This is fine. This is normal. This is going fine already. Hello,
My
everybody.
charm failed.
Hello, everybody. And welcome to the Course of the Shadow Fae game, a Midgard setting game from Corbo Press, here on Variant Roles. I'm Tim. I'm your Shadow Fae accountant who's had a really long day and looks very tired and bedraggled. But this is all good. This is fine. This is D&D. We're all good. So let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with the ever so lovely Jen.
Hi everyone, my name's Jen. I'm randomly generated on various parts of the internet at randomly Jen on Twitter, with a Jen in all of the above. I'm playing Tatiana today, and I have a lovely assistant. With beautiful, beautiful pink wings. Who's going to be helping me today. I'm a bard and a elf-marked, basically half-elf, and I'm very excited to be here as always. It's also very hot in here, I'm sorry.
It's hot everywhere, but it's like majorly hot with you. Like,
It's 90 degrees outside.
You're,
Still.
you're a full 50 degrees warmer than me right now. But that's because I'm cold and dark and full of shadow and darkness.
I am too, I just, a lot on the outside.
Nice. Next up, the ever incredible Val.
Hi, I'm Val. One day I will have an intro prepared. This is Val, supposedly, allegedly. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on the Twitters, and I use she/her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing the Shadow Fae Void Wizard, Sitali, who also uses she/her pronouns.
Awesome.
The
Also,
dragon keeps trying to leave.
well, you can't cage the dragon.
Well, I have a cage behind me in case she needs calming for a minute before I kick her down.
I like that. Next up, let's go to Pixie.
Hey, I'm Torn Pixie. You can find me on Twitter at Torn
And you're
Pixie
muted.
Twitch.
I can't hear you.
No.
Someday.
No.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
for
We
you
can
folks,
hear
and this is
you.
an ongoing issue. What the X?
Someday we'll get it. Episode 11 will be fine. Bang.
Chat says they can hear Pixie.
It's something with Zoom. It's something I've heard from the last several games.
Oh no!
Frustrating.
Yeah, you're very quiet on our end, generally
Just-
speaking.
You know,
Let me see if there's
damn
something I
you,
can fix in
Zoom.
there. Let me see if I can fix something there real fast.
Whoa.
Maybe unmuting in there helps. You know, it might be a bit different for.
What do you think you're going?
Turn that up. See, that's all the way up. That's all the way up.
Oh.
Let's try automatically adjust volume. Is that any better?
Yeah, seems to be working.
Yeah.
Seems to be working. Okay.
Seems to be working.
Oh, I hit the
We'll
host
run with
button.
that,
Yeah.
and then if it gets weird again, it gets weird again. All right. Anyways, so Torn Pixie Twitch on Twitter. I do way too many games at this point, according to some people. I guess as far as special projects go, I have a one shot. I don't do a lot of one shots, but I have one shot coming up on Monday over on Nerdsmith, doing one of their 9 Hells games. So be sure to check that out. More information will be on Twitter before then. So yeah, that's me for now.
And who are you playing today?
Oh shoot, that's great.
But what
I always forget something. Always something. I can have it written down. I took the time to write it down the other day and still forgot stuff. I will be playing Laflayrel, who is our Shadow Fae wizard, Doomcroaker, disaster person.
We're all disasters here. It is fine.
My dragon is trying to learn to type.
Oh, dragon's typing. Dragon's
Trying.
learning. The dragon will take over and rule us all, as dragon
Oh
should.
god,
Oh god.
it's
Speaking-
happening.
Speaking of things happening, here's Sam.
Oh, hi. I'm Sam. Oh, hi. I'm Sam. I go by @SamEyes_GameG here on Twitch and Twitter. I'm also on a bunch of things right now, so just follow me to see what I'm up to. And today I will be playing Honeyclaw, the bear folk druid in the Circle of Oak.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we both use she/they pronouns.
Awesome.
Say.
Right. Right. So, who wants to recap what happened last time?
Oh.
I walked through a portal.
You all.
Oh, I met some really nice
But
mobs.
I went through with reckless abandon and sort of made everyone come with me.
Yep.
Yeah. You met mobs. You walked through a portal. You all met Honey, as well, because that happened last time.
My big takeaway was the mobs.
Yeah.
Oh, the mobs are awesome, as clearly evidenced by mobs.
We were
Yes.
on an endless
Sloths
repeat
everywhere.
loop for a while there.
Yes,
Yeah,
we were
the-
wandering a Mobius strip,
And
like you do.
As you do, and you kind of met someone.
I have no recollection of this. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
He-
No one
he
got
polite-
attacked.
No, he politely handed over his belongings and everything was fine. I have no recollection of anything going horribly wrong.
Listen, we just found a book on how to be a court of shadow faedom.
Yeah,
Just
that-
she showed up out of
yeah.
nowhere. There was
seems
no letter.
legit.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Which
Nothing happened. It is all fine.
I'm realizing as a DM I didn't send to you all because I haven't finished it. But you'll get it in the due course of time. You'll get the gentle Fae's guide
Yes.
to the courts of the Shadow Fae in due course once the author has finished writing it up and sending it over. But at the end of that last session, you
We had a
all-
book that doesn't even exist yet. Hot damn.
Didn't we walk through another portal?
you walk through
did.
another portal. And
Sure did.
You walk through a portal, and which I think but basically, a little bit behind the screen right now. Every character here has a status, which is a numerical status added to them, because the status helps them in the course. The higher the status, the more likely you are to meet people, converse with people. Some people will only talk to you if you have a high status. I think we worked out last week. We worked out that everyone's status is based on what items they have, their background, and all this. And I think all of you had a +2 or a +3 to your status. Is that correct?
Except Val.
Except for
I
Val.
don't know why. This is just rude.
Isn't this a tragedy? What has happened?
So what I think it was worked out to plus Tatiana and Honey had +2, Laugh and Sitali had +3.
I think so.
Right. All of you -1.
Yeah. Well,
What?
I think you said Satali had was at 1 after all was said and done.
Yes, after all said and done, all of you now, having stepped through that portal, have a -1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, we dropped down by one, or we are all
You-
-1?
You all drop down 1.
We lost
So
the point.
minus, you lost a point.
We've been issued a yellow card by the Shadow Fae.
Dang it.
It's not how soccer works. I just felt like I should say that.
Yeah.
Well, they should
So-
really post some signs up or something if they don't want you walking through these.
But you walk through the portal and you come out on the other side. The first person I believe was Tatiana, because you walked through with, as quoted, reckless abandon.
Yep. I threw a rock and then I walked.
You threw the rock shaped like a Mobius strip, which
Made sense to me.
made sense. You went through and you basically you walk through and you enter through these white stone portals onto the other side, onto a dirt road similar to the one you were on before. There's some nice mist around. It's mid-evening kind of sensing. Before you is quite a large, like, house on the hill kind of vibe. You see large walls protruding at the top of this large hill, some steps leading up to it, which starts off like a dirt road into actually formed steps, over time.
Like the
Um,
musical numbers.
Yes, like the musical numbers.
Musical numbers.
Around you is, as he says, looking up the map on the wall in the darkness, which is not helping because his eyesight is rubbish. There is like some trees around you as well, but before you is quite a large Germany-looking castle, like high walls on the hill.
Like
Bontrap. Kind of, no.
Or no, the
More
the big
chitty bang bang style. You know,
That's a great way to describe it.
You know, the high German walls, the high German architecture.
I was thinking, what's the famous one that Wackadoodle made? I did a whole project on it when I studied German for 5 years. Why can't I think of its name?
German whack. There are many German wackadoodles.
The one that built a big castle in the middle of a lake.
The Lady of the Lake?
No, Neuschwanstein? Is that it?
I don't know. The English the English have historically bad relationships with the Germans, and therefore we do not learn about Germans much. But let's go with that.
To be fair, the English have notoriously bad relationships with just about everybody.
That is
Neuschwanstein.
true. That is true. That is very, very
We
true.
categorically suck. Real bad.
Yeah.
That
in
is
the-
true.
The Discord, here's what Neuschwanstein looks like.
Oh, right. In the Discord. He says, looking over that, and then it goes to...
I think it was
Yes!
Ludwig.
Yes!
Yeah,
that
Neuschwanstein.
place! That place!
I think it was Ludwig. He was a little. He was mad, and he built a real fancy castle. And he used to swim with the swans. I think it was the swans.
We're all mad around here, though.
Especially me.
So, anyway, that's what you see before you as you come out the side of the portal. If I remember rightly, you were followed by. I believe you were followed by.
Sitali was trying to grab me.
So Tali was trying to grab you, and then Lath and Honey came straight after. So all of you come
Reluctantly.
through. Reluctantly, I might add. All of you come through.
I guess I'm Jack because I fell down and went tumbling.
So as you come out, this is what you're greeted. You're greeted with the sight of a good, 300 meters of dirt road before you start ascending up this hill onto the stone steps, where there are large walls covered in ivy. It's a mixture of light and dark stone. You see some pale moonlight around. That is what's in front of you. What do you wish to do?
So it's nighttime. I've just come through. Where did the rock that I threw go? Can I find it?
Yes. I'm not even gonna let you roll. The rock is about a good 20 feet in front of you.
I go to pick the rock back up.
You pick the rock back up.
Okay, I now have a black Mobius strip rock.
Yes, you do.
I found the rock. Where is everyone? Hold on 1 second. Thank you. She feisty.
The rock is indeed very feisty.
My dragon is leaving.
Oh, by a dragon.
She were too extra right now. Thank you.
So the rock is, you have the rock in hand?
Yes, it was just big though, wasn't it? It was a big rock.
It was a fairly big rock, yeah.
Here's the rock.
You have the rock.
You have a rock. Everything's fine. I found the rock. I shout to nobody who's yet behind me until suddenly there is.
Yeah, within a few seconds after you walk through and you grab the rock, by the time you grabbed it, everyone's walked through.
Well, we're at least somewhere different.
Oh, is this where we want it to be, though?
I have no idea where we wanted to be, but we are here.
I thought we were trying to get to the courts.
Oh yeah. Where were we going?
To the courts.
Oh. I tried to hold on to that.
I'm already walking to the castle.
Oh, okay. I think we should probably try to stay together, though. I mean,
Oh yes. You start following.
I'll like start hurting everybody with my big bear arms, like towards Satali. Like, okay, come on, everybody together.
Alrighty there, let's all go together.
Buddy
then.
system up now.
Honey is so wholesome. I love them.
Honey is from southern Canada, as Tim and I were discussing earlier.
Apparently.
Out of curiosity, before we keep walking towards this castle that could
Yes.
belong to any fey creature here, guys, has anyone been to the Fey Court before? Because it's my understanding there's more than one.
Oh,
We don't know which one that is if we've never been there.
I just look at you like, are you expecting me to remember
I'm not expecting you to remember.
anything? Okay. Oh. Yes.
I visited the Fey Courts before.
I should open my character sheet. God damn.
well, I mean, I've never really had like much business with them. I just wanted to make sure you all get through these woods okay.
You are a good bear folk.
Oh, well, I mean, it sounds like you helped some of, my own kind out on the other side of the portal that you first came through, so it's the least I can do.
I'm going to lean over to Loth and be like, so we can keep her if they want to stay, right? Because I like this one.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, of course.
If I hear it, I'm going to say, I want to keep her.
I probably do too with my passive 18 wisdom. Like, very sweet.
Yeah, my passive is 17. So I want to keep her.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to make sure you all stay okay. It seems like you're like to get in a lot of trouble around here.
That is an understatement.
Just
but
running
yes.
off, picking fights and taking boxes and throwing rocks and stuff. I mean, you gotta like at least ask the rocks before you go throwing them like that. It's kind of rude.
Yeah, throwing rocks, that doesn't get you bad places. Right
Life
now?
is chaos, okay?
These are my concerns, the rocks.
Hi, my name is Val, and I would immediately die for honey.
Oh.
I love it. It's just like, I love everyone in this group, and then Honey brings, like, we've got, like, Lath, who's, like, the badass, kind of, like, I find the way. We've got Tatiana, who gets confused, but also is weirdly lucky. And then we just Honey,
I do have
who
a luck
brings
stone.
so much wholesome.
And I'm here too.
The mom we all need to keep us out of trouble.
No.
Or at
The bear
least
folk
try.
we need. The bear folk we need, but not the one we deserve.
That's it. That's the tagline.
Honey, the bear folk we need, but don't deserve.
Tim's just gonna feel bad when he torments them now.
Yeah.
That is really true, actually. Not that I'm going to torment you.
Did you feel
No,
bad
never.
when it happens?
That's a promise you can trust in. I'm not going to torment you.
I don't like the way you say that, Tim.
Especially, you've gone from accountant to used car salesman.
Oh dear me. Luckily, I
I'll
can't.
trust
Luckily,
the car salesman before the furniture personnel, right?
Oh, jeez, the mattress salesman.
oh,
Hey, there's
Never
so
again.
many mattress stores. What are these people doing with their mattresses?
if it's any consolation, the mattress store near me got hit by a tornado and got shut down. So,
Oh no.
and so did the car dealer.
In Houston, we have like 50 mattress stores per square inch. There are so many mattress stores.
That's a lot of mattresses.
I don't understand. They're everywhere. In abundance.
Welcome to the courts of the Shadow Fae, where we discuss mattress and car dealership.
We are chaos incarnate here. We talk about everything while we're also playing
Exactly.
the game. So as Honey is mumming you towards,
All right then, let's go.
Okay. Come on.
Okay, all right.
Count off. Make
anyone
sure
need
you're
a
all
snack?
together.
If anyone needs a snack, I've got some.
Oh, I do.
there's you got this long stair that things like carved into the cliff itself. As you're walking up, there is a single lantern on the outside of this wall near this very large door. As you get up there, it's quite a very nice firm door. There's a small insert window. As it's one of those old-fashioned doors where there's this open and you go, hello.
Is there a big knocker? Does this door have big knockers?
Yes, the door has big knockers.
Nice.
Do you want to describe the knockers that you see before you?
I'd rather you did, because I don't think I think it'll go in a weird direction if I try to.
There are two very big knockers before you.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite low down,
It happens.
quite ornate, and the ring on them is a feather in the mouth of two birds. Two birds in the mouth with a feather ring between them.
I'm gonna grab one of the knockers.
You grab that knocker.
Doom, doom, doom. Reckless abandon, following my bliss.
Slides
Everyone's
open.
dying, so they can't stop me.
Slides before you. The little insert. Anyone who's here. I need to flip around things now in my book. You flip around, and all you hear is this deep, like, raspy voice, which I will try and do now and have everyone laugh because I can't do deep and raspy voices because I'm,
You can't do You can't do a nice deep raspy voice.
So I'll go. Who has invited you to the courts of shadow?
His name is Chuck. Chuck Dandy.
The dandy rat man.
Can I persuade this man that Chuck Dandy has sent us? Because I believe it with all of my heart.
One moment, please.
Okay, we will wait.
We've encountered Smaug. I love it.
What was that name again?
Chuck? Dandy? It might be Charles. I'm not entirely sure. We were on a very close basis, so I never learned, what his formal title might be. He's a very close friend. He sent us here. I've got a fancy cup. One of the fancy bracers.
Okay.
Lots of stuff.
Do you want to try and make me a persuasion check?
Absolutely. Yes, I do. Plus 12. Oh, I get advantage, but I just rolled a 20, so just gonna.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Right there. That sweet 20.
Okay, the being behind closes it, and you hear all the unlocking and unnecessary bolts being fricked, and there's suddenly you hear a large like thud, and then the door goes.
Apparently, a 32 is enough to convince them of Chuck.
And there is before you is effectively a 10-foot tall ornate armor that is empty, save for a faint bluish flame glow from the inside of the chest cavity.
I look at my center skull and say, "Hey, look, you're not alone."
I think, but he's a different color to me and a bit bigger.
Listen, we're not colorist here.
But he's blue. Can I have a suit of armor?
I mean, we can certainly try.
Yay!
And what did I name my center skull?
Bartholomew.
Barry. Bartholomew. Barry for short.
I prefer
Because we need more
Barry.
bears. Yes,
I
Barry.
prefer Barry over Bartholomew because Bartholomew is a very difficult name to say for.
It is. It takes a lot of letters to write down, and you already don't have hands.
Yes, thank you for pointing out that I don't have hands anymore. Grandmother took my hands away.
Well, I'm sure she used them for something important. She at the very least had a good snack.
Maybe. Maybe. I do just like
I'm sure your hands still exist. I'm just not sure where.
Oh, not on this plane of existence.
I mean, we were just on a different plane of existence, so being on this plane is not much different from being. We change planes all the time. I don't know how. I cannot keep track of all of your bits.
I lean down to laugh, and I'm like, does she do this a lot?
Yes, I'm just talking to myself. You can't hear.
Yeah.
Just go at
Yeah. We just let her go and she does it.
Oh, okay. Well, at least she's got a friend.
I can't keep track of your bits. We're always in different planes of existence.
While she's doing this, I'm going to cast Detect Magic on it. Just while this is happening, I'm just gonna be like, and I will use the distraction to start casting spells.
Okay, you do detect magic. Is that
Yes.
ritual? You ritual casting it, or are you just casting it?
I think.
Like the giant. Oh, is this? Oh no. Oh no. Why can I only remember Ed's name? What's this shadow? What's this suit of armor's name? Does it have a name?
You
I
don't
don't
have
remember
to.
Ed, and that's the wrong one. That's the wrong
I
one.
don't think it has a name.
I'm thinking of Full Metal Alchemist. Don't mind me.
Oh, Alphonse.
Alphonse. I was Al. I was like, why can I only remember Ed?
I'm going to. I think I can only ritual cast it. So blip 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 blip.
Yeah.
This whole conversation, I imagine, would take 10 minutes.
Yeah. My cinder skull's back there. It's too far away. All of my skulls are back there. I've got like. Oh.
So yeah, detect magic. Yeah, there is a faint magical aura coming from within the armor itself. There's also another faint aura coming from another suit of armor around the corner, but it's not glowing. Yeah, you're also getting like blips. Like there is magic, but not magic.
Jim Dark Magic?
It's there, but not there. It's perceivable, but imperceivable.
Alrighty then.
It's Fey nonsense, what you're saying.
Yes.
It's there, but not there. It's seeable, but not It's Fey nonsense.
This is Fey shenanigans at the best. of
Nonsense, I say.
Does any of this look familiar, by the way? I love Tim's expression when he does that. It's like, do you though? Maybe.
Make me a history check.
Da 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 da.
Oh, preliminary success sounds. This must be a success.
I got a 16.
You have a faint recollection of this place. Yeah, you have a faint recollection. It's been a long time. Things look vaguely the same, but a bit different.
I'm sure they look different day to day, so that wouldn't be too shocking.
Like, it looks older and
Everything's older, Tim.
yeah. It looks older, a bit more dustier, a little less kept. You know, everyone make me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh boy, howdy.
5. Where's my calculator? 5
I
plus
got
7.
a 19.
Well, that's a 23 for me.
Okay.
5 plus 7, that's, that'll 12, 11? Math. Somebody math.
8.
12?
Okay. That's fine. You all kind of notice this anyway.
Even with the 8?
It will take you a long time to notice this, but you'll kind of notice this once people have pointed out to you. There doesn't seem to be anyone else around. Like, you occasionally see like some birds flying overhead. You see some rats scurrying around.
Is this because we're not popular enough to see it? Is this where we like, because you have a status of 2, you don't get to meet anyone but the magic armor?
And like, since I have such high persuasion and all that, I can get us into any club, but if you follow me, I will take you to the club that is empty and run in it.
Yeah, I'm suspicious because Tim said we were probably gonna die going through this portal, so I don't trust any of this. I don't like that face, Tim.
Tim, I think you have a lovely face.
No, you have.
You do have a
beautiful face.
lovely face.
Could
But-
everyone who is
but-
proficient in Arcana make me a roll, please?
Oh, well, that's
Oh.
not me.
Oh dear, that is a bad roll. That is a 10.
16. These bonuses are great, even when I
15.
roll like shit.
Okay. Okay, Lath and Tatiana. You get the feeling that there is some very powerful Fey magic in the area. You get the feeling that from your experience with, especially particularly Lath, your experience with divination magic, there are ways to hide yourself from others. There are ways to be imperceivable to others. And you get the feeling there is a very strong sense, there is a enchantment in the area, and that's making things that should be perceivable imperceivable. Which, coupled with Sitali's detect magic, would make a lot of sense. That you're seeing things but you can't see things. You're detecting things but not detecting things. However, the monolith footman, the 10-foot tall armor, this gestures you inside, and you have the run of the courts, of which, looking at the map, there are lots of places on here. It's a very large castle. So you can go to the the castle on the right, the castle on the left, or the building straight in front of you. You're in a large courtyard right now with a few small buildings and the training pit. So there's a very large building to your left, on your left, a very large building on your right. There's a few small buildings in the courtyard. It's all enclosed, and you got a nice courtyard space.
So I think I probably finish having my discussion with Barry, and I turn to the others and I'm like, well, I got you in. I don't know why. What next?
Yeah, do you know who you were looking to see once you got here? I know this Mr. Dandy sent you this way looking for what? Some kind of help, right?
I just stare off blankly.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I just turn to the others. So, what business did you have at the courts?
I'm just looking.
She's a nice one. I just pat her head.
I'm looking for someone in particular, but I don't think I'll be able to meet him just quite yet.
Because you're not popular, isn't it?
Not at the moment. Give me time.
Oh, well, I think you're all lovely.
I have faith in you.
Oh, well, I don't have chocolate to give you both, so here is an awkward pat on your shoulders.
Oh, I love awkward pets.
As long as you're okay with it.
Oh,
it's quite lovely, thank you.
I will be your wing elf. Have you met Sitali?
Lath, what's your passive perception?
Lath is 14.
Okay.
Oh no.
Have you met Sitali? It's gonna be
Hello.
Barney Stinsoning around.
Lath, you feel like you've just been nudged. It feels like someone's just gone by and just nudged you.
Okay. I'm gonna take note of all my belongings, like anything that would be loose on me.
Yeah.
And just kind of see if I can, almost like in a way that would be imperceptible, make sure I have a hold of everything that's loose or could be seen as loose on me. And then I'd like to incite greed.
Ooh. Interesting.
Related quickly.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check something.
I'm like, I think you all seem so nice.
You're all great.
Greed. One. I love incite greed. Okay.
Unfortunately, this is gonna hit the rest of the party too. So what happens is, I choose any number. It says I choose any number of creatures, but it doesn't specify whether I can say what creatures not to hit. And it doesn't seem to say that there's a max number of creatures.
Does it say you have to see the creatures?
Just present a
No,
gem
just creatures
within
that can
range.
see me.
Within range that
Oh.
can see you. Yeah.
Within
That
30
is
feet.
That is interesting.
But I'd say since it's choose any number of creatures that you get to choose. That would be the choose the creatures, but if you don't know the creatures are there, you can't choose them. So that doesn't.
I know.
That makes the whole thing weird.
I know that there are creatures there. I don't know how many. I'm gonna cast a wide net and say 10.
Or you could just say
Okay.
any number. I choose any number. Infinity. That's a number.
What's
Almost,
their
or not.
save?
Is it? Are numbers real? How does this work? I'm not good at maths.
What save do you have to make?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to grab a d20. What's the wisdom?
14.
What's the DC? Right. Okay. Fail. Definite fail. Fail. Success.
It would have been nice if I would have counted that I'm not
Success.
there.
Fail. Success. How many is that?
That was 6.
6, and you wanted 10, yeah?
Yep.
Fail.
There's a lot of creatures here.
Fail. Success. Fail.
They're not very good at this, are they? There's not a lot of wise beings around.
So,
DC 14.
the footmen around you look at you. You see some cloaks around you start looking in your direction. You see a rat in the corner look at you. Something else you feel is looking at you, but you cannot perceive this other thing.
That's what I get for being pretty, isn't it?
You get the feeling eyes are turning to look at you. Eyes that you cannot see.
Do we get the feeling of being watched just from being nearby, having our random conversations? and
Everyone
awkward
roll
head
a
pats?
everyone roll a perception check.
Oh dear.
Laugh too, because I think Laugh is aware.
Well, that was a natural 1.
I rolled a 5, so that's a 12.
I got a 13.
Okay,
We don't notice shit.
everyone else is like, okay, this is you see like these footmen just turn to look at Laugh. Everyone is looking at you right now. You're not sure how many eyes are looking at you right now, but there are many eyes
Oh no.
of
Look at how the
different
spiders are looking at you.
of different species, different types of humanoid, different types of animal. Eyes from beyond the pale are looking at you right now.
Tanya turns and just looks at you because it feels like the right thing to do, even though she's not affected probably by the. Why are we looking at you?
I may
What-
have
what does-
incited
What does the
greed.
incite greed spell do
So,
in particular?
I'd have a gem that I would have held out. And now everybody desperately wants to get their hands on this gem.
Stare greedily at it until someone hurts them
Okay.
or something.
Do they make any kind of attacks?
Something about safely. They just move in a
No,
safe
but
manner.
they're charmed by me until the
Okay.
spell ends.
How long does the spell last?
A minute. Concentration. Long as we don't do anything harmful, though, we're good. So I'll ask them
Okay.
I'll be very, very gentle. You know, you don't have to hide. You can show yourselves.
The footman walked towards you. The cloak gently floats towards you. It's a nice ornate like dressing gown with hood, similar to the one that Satali is now wearing. But there's just there's a void inside of it. A dark, wispy, smoky void.
I'm sorry, what? Is Luke just say there's a void inside of it?
Also, an owl.
Somebody who's really into the
lands-
void? What?
An owl lands on Tatiana's staff.
Oh, hello.
It is a purple and black owl with amber eyes with faint trails of smoke coming off its wingtips.
Oh, you are so pretty.
There
Hello.
is. You feel something laugh tugging at you, but you cannot see it.
What is this place?
Honey, have you seen this owl?
Yes, I've seen
Oh,
them.
it's
I've
very
seen-
pretty. Can I see if I know anything about this owl?
Yeah,
Does it look natural or?
it looks natural from around here.
Yeah, like can we do some natures from our nature?
Yeah, sure. Do a
Goyles?
nature nature. Nature
Let's-
check.
Nature,
let's-
nature.
Let the
Do a
nature
nature.
the nature
Ooh, nature,
girls are
nature.
gonna do nature. We're gonna be the Girl Scouts.
Oh, I didn't roll too great though. That's just a 10 for me.
you.
What's my nature? I rolled an 18. Where's my nature?
Chaos,
Nature is
unbridled chaos.
24.
Bugger out. Right, so
I got good bonuses.
yeah, no, so both of you see it's a very nice, purple and black owl with with amber yellow eyes and smoke coming off it. Honey, it's a very nice looking owl. It's like a horned owl in appearance, kind of.
Oh,
Tatiana,
aren't you lovely?
Tatiana, you get the feeling, that the interaction you've had with some of the fauna around here already, you
The
get the
moths.
feeling that the creatures around here are always slightly tainted by
Well, I
the
mean,
world
that's
around them.
That's a rude
So-
thing to say.
So
about
that's
them. They're
so
special.
they're all slightly shadowy. You get the feeling they can all see very well in the dark and are very good at hiding in darkness.
My old friend. I had to do it.
Wait, is it just Loth who sees the footmen and then Tatiana, Hanina?
You all see the footman just turning towards you and walking towards
Oh,
you, and the cloak.
I don't even notice the owl. I saw the void. I'm going over to where Loth.
Right. Just think, at the moment, Laugh's just feeling the existential dread of having every eye in the room looking at them, and no one else can see the eyes in the room looking at them.
Do you look like disturbed, Lath? Like, are you showing that you're feeling something off?
Probably not showing.
Even if you were, with how what happened last time when you saw literal hell and wouldn't explain it to us, we're just sort of used to you at this point. We're sort of used to you seeing things. It's sort of like how I talk to the Cinder Skull. We just accept it and move on.
It's like, oh, Laugh's having a thing. Yeah.
Us having a moment is fine. They will be back momentarily. If they start screaming, we will help. That's when we step in when you start screaming.
Yeah. For now, though, I think Loth is gonna inquire of where they're at, if the Lord and Lady are in, and if they are generally friendly towards visitors.
Okay.
Well, I've got time to get information in a friendly fashion, as long as, please, no one do anything.
Okay, so
I wasn't planning on that. I was going to talk to this owl.
one of the footmen who let you in just turns around and goes, "They are in. The lady is in. Do you have an appointment?"
Yes. Yes, we have an appointment.
Make a
Oh,
deception
no.
check.
Oh no.
With advantage, though, because charmed.
Pardon?
With advantage, though, right? Because they're charmed.
Yes.
Okay.
Good luck. I'm
So we
talking
can
to
do
an
this off
owl.
of-
I can't decept. It's not my skills. I mean, I still get a +7, but I didn't take
That's
that as a
a
skill.
21.
You don't have an appointment. Your name is not on the list.
Did you give them your name?
No.
Who are you here to see?
Wait, can I scribble something down on a piece of paper?
I don't see why not.
Will it give me the psychic
Sure,
damage
make
too?
me a.
Will it give me psychic damage?
It will give you psychic damage, but you have to make a sleight of hand check first. I imagine you're trying to scribble this without being seen, yes?
Yeah, kind of.
So, do you want to do me a sleight of hand check, please?
Oh, good wizards. That is a 14.
Also, can they have glowiness? Can they see scraps of paper? Are they checking a list whenever we tell them things?
One of them is checking.
Like has a clipboard, like a nerd. They say as I have a clipboard sitting next to me.
So 14, 16. You can write it down, but as soon as you finish writing the last letter on that name, I want you to roll a d10, take psychic damage.
Oh, it's gonna increase every time you do it.
Yeah,
You write most of the letters.
I will roll it.
Remove all the vowels, Val.
That's 9 points of psychic damage as soon as you finish writing the last
Tim,
letter.
just because you got new fancy dice and you want to roll them, jeez.
Fine, this is fine. God, this is the likelihood of them being like, yeah, sure, come in and see this person is very low anyways. I just thought I'd give it a try.
So you're not gonna write it down?
Oh no, I write it down.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you all know, next time Val is 2d10.
Yeah. Oh dear. Fine.
That is
I
some
built
really
this in.
expensive writing.
Yikes.
So
now, when you take 9 points of psychic damage, what do you do? Because that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, when I say, I write the name down, and then I'm going to just be like, walk over to somewhere, just pass it to left, and then walk over to the side, and where there is shadow, creep into shadow, have a moment, and then come back out again like, wow, they've really renovated the place. It looks very nice.
Okay, I think one time if you ever get like a 10 rolled, you have to scream whenever you take it. Like you're gonna have to.
You also have to wipe away a tear of blood from your eye.
Oh, I love it. That's my aesthetic.
We think you literally went over and put in blood eye drops to make this effect. Oh, it's a good effect.
Oh, I don't have tear ducts, obviously. It's
Ooh,
a
the tear-
biological component.
Do tear ducts quack?
I will cast silence on you for that.
Do you actually cast silence on her?
No.
Don't waste your spells. We don't know.
So the footmen look at the name on that you've just given them and goes, "Please follow the cloak to your room."
Can you take your piece of paper back so you never have to write it down again? You can just be using the same piece of paper.
I imagine they just probably burned it immediately.
Probably.
They take the paper and stick it inside their suit, and it just burns.
I will just kind of bow and then thank you, and then continue walking to the room.
I look up at them. Would you like me to get you some kindling? Oh, I pull a stick out of my hair. Because there's a bunch of sticks in my hair.
So we might want to hurry to our room.
Make
I'm
a
kind of
persuasion
anxious
check.
to see
I mean,
the room.
I don't necessarily need to persuade. I mean, I am a wackadoo. Like, I'm seeing that this suit of armor is a weird furnace, basically. So I'm like, oh?
This one of them just turns around and picks up the twig. And
Is
then
this helpful? Will it keep
He's-
you warm inside? Very happy.
The
very
suit
happy.
the suit sticks it inside, brings it out, and there's a small blue flame on the end of the stick,
It's so pretty.
and gives it back to you.
Ooh. I run after them like, I've got a stick with some fire. I've got a tiny torch.
What about me? I'm your torch though.
But there you,
Like,
are,
oh, that's very nice.
you are all shown to your room by this floating cloak. The room is the building on the left-hand side. I need to go to the number so I can describe the room. There's lots of numbers here.
I'm fine.
You go to room number. Okay, yeah. You go to the room. There's yeah. I'll work out the room later. Anyway, you go to the room. It's on the left hand. It's a left hand building. It's quite big and grandiose. You go in. The rooms. As soon as you walk through the doors, it's very decadent, very grandiose, also very dusty, and mothballed, and it's quite like, it looks like it's been abandoned, or right. You know, in Pride and Prejudice, where Netherfield Park is closed up for winter, and they're putting all the stuff over, and they're putting the cloths up to make sure everything's all protected. It's like that around here now.
It's in every horror movie or anything when they move into an old house that's mysteriously previously furnished.
Yes. So you are the cloak directs you towards a room. You are presented to the room itself, which the cloak just turns around and goes, indicating to the door which you want to walk through.
Thank you.
Is my little stick still on fire? Is it like a perpetual thing, or is it burning?
It's burning down.
I'm gonna let it get too close, like a match.
You do the whole Spider-Man noir thing and let it burn down to your fingers just so you can feel something in your life.
And then as it gets right there, like, you drop it into a cup for something
Sometimes
that
I
I
have
had sitting there.
matches down to my fingertips just so I could feel something.
As soon
Yeah,
as we get in there,
Yeah.
Lath's gonna take a look around at the area, and then how large is this room?
It's big enough for 4 people. It's a very simple, tidy room, contains bed linens over simple beds. You have a pitcher of clean water, some 3-legged stools. You notice there is not a lock on the door. You do notice there's a small armoire in the corner, and there is a nice chest as well at the foot of one of the beds. There is also some bedside tables and some small candles and some sconces for some larger candles in the ceiling.
I'm gonna run over to a bed that's probably dusty, and I'm going to jump as high as I can and flop into it so a big dust cloud comes off.
Make an athletics check.
I will. Oh, that's my best skill. I hope it fails terribly. It's a 15. 14 plus 1.
Okay,
Best skill.
You land on the bed. A cloud of dust comes out from before you. Yeah, it's reasonably comfy. It's quite different to what you're expecting.
Trying to make a minimal mess.
Okay, Laugh. What are you up to?
Lath is gonna cast Private Sanctum on the room.
Ooh. What does Private Sanctum do?
So it makes the area up to 120 feet in a cube secure.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts for the duration, which is 24 hours, or unless I use an action to dismiss it.
Okay.
It is not concentration. You choose the type of security, which is either sounds can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area, or the barrier at the warded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision through it. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier at its perimeter. Or creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells, and I'm going to go with that one.
Okay. Awesome sauce. You said you Private Sanctum.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
And then the
Not anymore.
last one, and then the last one is planner travel is blocked within the warded area. I am not
Okay.
putting that on.
Ooh.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Probably be smarter, but
That's
You don't
really
want us
good.
to be wooched.
That's really good. I'm just going to Google something while I'm doing this. Yeah.
It's never
awesome.
ominous.
Well, that's cool.
I'm gonna Google something.
no, Lath knows they did a thing and then lied a bit. And so, let's protect our butts a little bit for when everything realizes what the hell happened.
Important question, Tim. What happened to the owl?
Oh, the owl, as soon as you got anywhere near indoors, just flew off. Because by the time you probably got to the door,
Goodbye, owl.
the incite greed spell probably went off because it was only a minute, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the owl was like
I thought the whole thing happened when we were inside the door. So I was
I
like,
thought
where
so
did this
too.
owl come from?
inside the door to the courtyard.
Oh, courtyard. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Goodbye, old friend.
Okay.
I never learned the owl's name.
That is an interesting thing to know about for that. Yeah, good to know.
Dang
Yeah.
it, Tim.
The room is yours. There is no lock on the door. There's the armoire, there's a chest, there's a few lights, sconces you can put on.
Can Honey and Satali have just a Toru Honda style montage where we clean up the dust?
I follow
Yes.
behind you, making slightly more of a mess, but not actually. But it looks like I'm just like Pigpen following behind.
For the next
Trying to help.
for the next hour, a nice montage happens of just, everybody trying to clean up this room as best they can.
I'm like druid crafting flowers everywhere.
Lance watches all this. Gets
Oh,
tired of
everybody
watching
has a flower
everyone
crown
clean.
now.
What's Lath doing?
Loth watches everyone cleaning for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then they're like, what are you doing? No. And casts prestidigitation.
So after 5 minutes, everyone's sweeping things up. Prestidigitations are going off. Druid crafts are going off. I imagine Tatiana's probably taking all the dust and hiding it underneath the armoire or something.
Randomly playing my lute.
Randomly playing
Oh,
the
I
lute.
started knitting.
Started knitting.
That's going to be one of my performances is knitting. Remember, we talked about it.
yes. The Cinder Skull is probably humming to itself, which only Tatiana can hear.
Dancing.
And yeah, if you during this time you've looked in the armoire. The armoire is full of, some very moth-eaten dresses and shirts and blouses. The chest on the floor is quite empty. There's only like a couple of empty boxes in there.
I put an empty box on my head.
You put an empty box on your head. It's very fetching.
Thank
It suits you. Suits you, sir.
you.
So yeah, I need to put ahead for stuff. And yeah.
How many? I missed this. So there we have 4 beds in here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Conveniently, there are 4 beds in here.
Oh, well, that was so nice of them to take us to a room with 4 beds.
Oh, everybody's been so nice here.
Don't worry about it. And
By everyone, you mean the big suits of armor.
Yes, they were, really nice bringing us in, taking us to this nice room, I mean, I don't know if we had an appointment or not.
And the floating robe. That was fun.
if anyone tries to give you anything here, never promise anything. Number 1. Number 2, seriously question the parameters of them giving you something, because no one gives you something for nothing here.
Oh, but that just seems rude to me. I mean, somebody's trying to be nice. You should, be okay with that, yeah?
No, honey, they will ask you to trade your entire childhood memories or your entire fur in exchange for something. So just really check the parameters.
Honey, don't trade your fur. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really have any intention of doing that. That's really kind of you, though.
Whatever they are offering, it is not worth it because your fur is worth so much more.
I mean, I didn't plan to be, going off trading that or anything like that, but I mean, I guess you'd probably know better than me. I don't really have much to do with these kinds of fancy people like in castles and stuff.
I don't remember if I have. Staring off.
You
in the
don't
distance.
remember?
I don't remember most things. Oh,
Oh, well, I mean, I'll try and help keep track of things for you if you need it.
a low-key thought may have just occurred to Tatiana, but it'll probably drift away. I don't remember a lot. Where have the memories gone? Did grandmother take them? Did the Shadow Fae take them? Where are all my memories? Why am I like I am? The world may never know. Tatiana certainly will never know.
There we go.
The thought occurs to me, and then it passes. And I move on.
Just remind me, Private Samson, you have to stay inside inside the spell, do you? Or is it tiny hut? Private sanctum, is it like Liam's tiny hut where if you leave the space it's dispelled automatically, or?
I don't know if Tiny Hut is
No, I
dispelled.
have to take an action to dispel it.
Yeah, it sticks
Okay.
around.
So yeah, it's up. There is no lock on the door. But yeah, room is yours. You have the castle to explore if you want to.
So,
I would like to do that, but stealthily.
just so you
You would
folks
like to
know-
stealth around creatures you can't see.
Just so you folks know before you take off. While you're in this room, they can't divine into anything about you. Anyone here that's outside of the room. I can't extend the protection any further, though.
That's okay. I want.
Well,
her
I
to
mean,
know.
why would we need that?
I don't have a lot of secrets. If I do, I don't.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much an
but
open
they-
book myself.
Yeah.
Because there are
Secrets.
fey beings here, and they are tricksters, all of them. Including myself.
No, I believe that.
But I like you folks.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh, well, I like all of you too. I think you all seem, really nice. You should stop being so hard on yourselves.
Yeah.
Going to have to get like a babysitting leash for them up both onto. So they
Oh,
don't walk
maybe
away.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no.
Tatiana is definitely following her bliss and all that, but whenever it comes into certain sorts of situations, she's not going to let herself be taken care of. As I've said in the past, Grandma didn't raise no fool.
Remember, kids, always listen to your grandmother's teachings.
Even if she's got iron, scary teeth.
Especially if she's
Devouring
got
cats'
iron, scary
bones and-
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lives
So
in
yeah.
a hut with chicken feet that you painted the toenails on, because you're just fancy like that.
So are we going exploring?
Yes.
I'm going to suggest to Honey that we go to the kitchen.
Okay.
That seems like where me and Honey might go.
Oh, I mean, that does sound lovely. I think everybody would actually do pretty well with like a nice snack or something. So maybe we should go and like whip something up for everybody.
Let's go.
Everyone seems so jumpy here.
Okay. There is actually kitchens on this map.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
It would have been a.
Kim, you're a little
Yes, it does.
stuttery.
Sorry.
The
Kinda
house of death
losing
is
ya.
taking you.
Yeah. So there is a. Goddamn fey creatures. Is that better?
Yes.
Hard to tell.
Your camera
It
is.
seemed.
Nope, robot.
No, yeah,
Damn
just
it.
kidding.
Also,
That's a really great freeze frame, though. Oh,
also,
maybe,
why
maybe.
you cuss me out? What'd I do?
We have technical difficulties every Friday, and I
What's
can't
up?
help but think it's the Fae, generally speaking.
I'm
know.
sorry.
There's
Oh,
a
you're
hand
moving
somewhere,
again.
just like ha ha ha.
Tim, you might be moving. I see
Goddamn
movement.
fey.
There you go.
Is it happening?
I think so.
Why
It
you
looks like
blaming
it.
me for it?
There we're
What is
fine.
happening?
Just little from side to side.
We can see if you're moving.
are
Yeah, you're moving.
Sailing. We are sailing
You're coming in clear over here.
into chaos.
Tim, you're back.
Everywhere. Oh, back. Okay.
The House
right.
of Death.
God-
The House of Death is not going to take you today.
Or maybe it already has.
I mean, you do live in the House of Death, so.
I do live in House of Death. Right. There is a kitchen. Who's heading to the goddamn kitchen?
I am heading
One.
to the kitchen.
Oh, hi, I am.
All right.
Lap
That's at least
is
two
not
goes to the
leaving
kitchen.
the room.
Lap is leaving the room. It's
No.
Sally leaving the room.
Yes.
Lap is not leaving the room.
Okay,
Not.
Lap is not leaving the room. Satali, are you leaving the room?
Yes, but I'm not going to the kitchen.
Hey, where do you want to go?
I just want to get the lay of the land,
Okay.
but stealthily.
Satali's going to get laid.
Right. So,
Of the
Lap.
land.
Hey, Satali.
Oh, no.
Satali, since you're doing this stealthily, can you do me a
We
stealthily?
keep losing you, Tim.
He caught up though, and we heard it all very
God
quickly.
damn it!
It's fine. We're catching
Right.
up.
Val, stealth. Val, stealth.
I'm rolling the stealth.
Tim's,
Tim, stop
speak
cursing the
single
Fae.
word.
They're coming for you.
I got that's a 17.
Okay, awesome sauce. Honey and Tatiana, are you stealthing? Or are you going around with gay abandon?
I mean, definitely
I mean,
gay
yeah, I
abandon.
don't have any indication that we should be stealthing, really. I was just told don't
Yeah,
make deals or take gifts or sell my fur. So I mean,
In general, you should probably assume that Tatiana is doing everything with gay abandon.
Okay.
I'm just
awesome
enjoying
sauce.
watching her prance around.
Okay, so Sally, you are like the knight, you are stealthing off to have a look around. Tatiana and Honey, you are going around with gay abandon towards the kitchen.
Yes, the
and-
giant bear with 7 decks is not stealthing.
No,
Yeah.
and
And
I'm still wearing a sparkly bright rainbow outfit with feathers all over it. So, am I less
Okay.
dull? Am I shiny again?
you're still dull.
That's unfortunate.
You're shining
Right.
into honey.
Okay,
Thanks, honey.
so awesome. So, and Laugh is staying in the room. Laugh, what are you doing in the room?
I'm just gonna wait for folks to get back. I just know I'm not leaving the room after the charm I pulled on what I'm pretty dang sure is a bunch of fake creatures earlier. I know what happens.
You already
Okay.
done fucked up.
Okay, every now and then you hear rattling in the room.
Rattling in the room?
Yeah?
Am I able to pin where in the room it's coming from?
Yeah, it's coming from the armoire, and it's coming from the chest, and it's coming from the walls.
Let's start with armoire.
Okay, you open the armoire, and you know, hidden in between the dresses, you see, as you move the dresses to one side and the blouses to one side on the hangers, you see petals falling down from the dresses.
Dressers. Do I see their source? Can I find that?
No, you do not see their source.
So,
But you just, as you're moving it, you see the petals. They're on the dress. They're at the bottom of the armoire.
Mm-hmm. You said they're on the dress?
They were falling from the dress. So, as like, if you were moving the dress and say dust would be falling down, instead of dust, you have petals.
I'm gonna pull the dress out. See
You
if
pull
it's
the dress out?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you give it a good shake, and more petals fall off the dress.
Is the dress made of petals?
The dress is not made of petals.
I recently played a game that every time a certain character came into frame, he was accompanied by a bunch of Japanese cherry blossoms.
Mm,
That man was Colonel Sanders.
they're g- they're gonna go.
Yes, I
ahead-
played it.
They're gonna go ahead and put that back, and then they'll
Okay.
track down the other 2 rattles.
Okay. You see some itching in the wall, and you know you feel it's coming from the other side, or within the wall, like mice and rodents going through. And when you look in the chest, you see a small flower crown at the bottom of the chest.
One that Honey put there, I assume.
One that Honey did not put there.
I'm gonna keep that in mind. Not staying put though.
Okay. Do you want to make me a nature check for me on the crown?
Okay.
I want to know what kind of flowers this crown is made of.
Actually, I have green for this. 15.
15? Yeah. You know what these petals are.
Okay.
These are myrtle petals.
Myrtle, like from crepe myrtles?
You never tell if you're frozen or timming.
I can't tell
No,
either.
there's blinking. There's blinking.
He's timming.
Does this maybe have something to do with the character that might have 2 pages of backstory that's pertaining to Torn Pixie that I don't know who is?
Okay.
I'm gonna take that blinking as a good indicator. Good, thanks.
Mm-hmm. As you look back at the armoire, where the petals were on the ground, the petals are no longer there.
I'm gonna
And as you
go
look-
check for the dress then, because they were there and I didn't clean it.
The dress is still there.
Still dropping petals, but the petals cleaned
No.
themselves up.
The petals are no longer there.
I'm just gone.
Okay, this is a new piece of hell.
In the back
I
of your
think I
mind,
like this one better.
in the back of your mind, you hear a slightly sinister laugh from the distance, like a memory that's coming back to slightly haunt you.
Okay.
Good luck with that, Leith.
Yeah.
Jumping over to Satali.
Satali is the knight.
Satali, you are going through various parts of the castle. It's much the same. You know, it's like it was a castle that's been put under wraps for winter. There are some doors that are locked, some doors that open. Any particular room you want to wander around and get a close look at?
So the layout of this castle, I remember it, but not very well.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. Basically, I'm trying to see if any of the rooms are open, or if there's a particular room that is used to record spells or alchemy.
Looking for the recording studio, I see.
Yes.
Lay down some
As-
sick beats.
As you're looking for the recording studio, Tim will also look for the recording studio. Because
Oh, I should-
recording studio somewhere.
Tatiana would definitely look for a recording studio if she cared. She does not.
I don't seem to see one, but doesn't mean that there isn't one.
Oh, no.
'cause- Right, actually, no, yeah, there is a kind of, there's a place, yes. You go to the librarium, the librarium, which is it's just around the corner actually from where you are currently staying.
Convenient.
It's next to what you think of the stables. And you walk into this very nice librarian and think of this as like, you know, that scene from Beauty and the Beast where Beast is revealing the massive library to Belle. Just the problem is there are lots of scrolls everywhere that look like rat-eaten and just slightly decayed. It's still a very lovely library though.
So is there anyone in the library, or is it just me?
There is no one else in the library.
I'm not popular enough to know anybody in the
Yeah.
library.
If there was someone in the library, how would you know?
Would you like to make me a investigation check?
Investigation check. Did I take that? No, I didn't. So that's a 15.
15, yeah. No, it's quite a nice library, really. You look at some of the sections, and you know there were some nice books on void magic, nice ones on blood, on shadow.
I'm pocketing all of them.
You go and grab the paper, and the paper crumbles in your hand.
You're stealing books again.
It's the only thing I steal mostly that you know of.
And letters that I definitely saw but don't care about, so I've immediately dismissed it.
Yeah. So they just crumble. So
They are old. It's like if you're mishandling something, it picks up and crumbles to dust.
this upsets Satali greatly that it's old and not cared for. It's
In the
very.
In the center of a room, though, there is a book,
Oh, I go over to the book.
and it's a. Oh, what's the book called? It's the
The Holy Bible.
It's the Who's Who book. So for those that aren't from
The
archaic
Facebook for the
Yeah,
Shadow
it's-
Court.
It's the ledger of everyone and who they are.
For those who aren't from archaic places like United Kingdom, those of royal blood are actually put in a book every single year and tells you where you are in line to the throne, who you're married to, who you're related to, and all that archaic nonsense.
You're so extra.
I know. Well, Have you met
Oh, I have a question, but it's a
Yes, you have
secret
question.
question, so I'm going to privately message it to you as I look through this book for clues. I want to know the who's who.
Okay, you get the who's who. Right, you read through. You get information such as, there's Baron Koffspittel, there's the Lady Lisheki of the Silver Chains, there's the Count Samus Hologrin, there's Jelas, Lady of the Pale Gardens, there's his Grace Duke Ratclasp. There's Sir Ingris the Red. There's the Chamberlain to Lord Markup. You hear about the River Lord. Lots of very famous Fae in here.
What about the Lesser Fae?
The Lesser Fae.
Where's the kitchen staff?
What are you? Looking at your message, there is a link to a Lesser Fae, and you do find that page, and you do find your name written there.
Ooh, fancy.
Along with your siblings.
Awesome. That's great. What's that?
Underneath one of your siblings is an extension.
It could be good, could be very bad.
I was
Two names.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
However, as you're reading this, you notice your name,
Uh-huh.
and you notice your name change,
Oh no.
and you notice your name change back, and you notice your name change again, and occasionally you see the line underneath your sibling change to underneath you, and change to back underneath your sibling.
From like a far off corner, you hear Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine yelling, "Vindication!" Can I tear out this page or not?
You can tear out.
I tear out this page. This is my page now.
Okay.
Does it keep updating so you can keep track of your own status constantly?
I need to know my Facebook status.
All times.
As you walk up the library and you start librarian, and you start searching other places, you do find a small study somewhere, which is, it's like one of those. It's got a few like nice tables covered up with some nice old chairs, empty glasses of wine.
Empty. Oh.
I have wine.
You're in the kitchen. So the extensions are the lines that are going under me and my sibling.
Yes,
Do they have names?
they do have names.
What names would those be?
The names are Dante and Brione.
Of course it is. Great. So this line, is this like a child line?
Child line.
It's my assumption that your sister had spawned.
Oh, damn.
Like a salmon.
There's also a line going off your sibling, but it does not go to a name.
Ooh. Single mom.
It just goes to a coat of arms.
What is that coat of arms?
Fancy
look
mom.
It's a black shield with a blood red outline, with a black and red dragon with a star in the top right corner.
Would I recognize it at all?
Make me a history check.
To tell your family is so extra.
My family is a mess. We're the literal worst. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This is... I'll get you the name later. This is going to an ancient familial line from the Blood Kingdom.
What the That's okay. Satali's inner monologue right now is what the
Everything's fine. It's a Talik's face.
on the outside I'm fine. On the inside I'm like, I'm good. Everything is fine. Okay, so it seems my sibling has had some kids and is somehow related to the Blood Kingdom, where I have been for the past 400 years. There's no coincidence. I mean, it's just a coincidence. Don't worry about it.
Where you've been for 400 years and she never called that beach.
Yeah, she never called. Weird that.
I've been there for 500 years and she never called.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Why she didn't call?
Like she couldn't find you.
So anyway, after studying this and making my own notes about it on a different piece of paper, not writing the name down, Tim, I just wrote, you know who, and then put branching off. So I have my own copy of it. I'm going to go back to the book and cast Mending and try and just put the page back.
Okay, you put it back. It mends itself. No problem.
Couldn't have mended those books you destroyed.
No, they destroyed themselves.
As you're closing the book, you thumb through a few of the higher Fae again, and you go to the Dust Queen. The Dust Queen is deceased.
She is turned to dust.
Oh, okay. Satali...
It does not say who has replaced them.
Yeah, at that, Satali looks... From this entire time, she's been very, like, passive and stoic. At this, she actually looks like she's been gut punched by that. And looks very sad. And just kind of traces the outline of the Dust Queen. And says, I'm sorry I wasn't there. And then she's going to take a deep breath and look for the Fae that would be easiest to make connections with.
Okay.
And start manipulating.
As you're doing that, let's jump over to the kitchen twins.
It's us.
Oh yeah, hi.
Oh, hey! You
Oh,
find a
hey.
kitchen. You find... Let me go to the kitchen.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, you find the kitchen. Looks reasonably nice. Pots and pans everywhere. There's some food in jars. And there's some food looks like it was installed in sacks. There's some wine.
Wine.
There's some wine.
Wine.
But you know, it's a well-fitted kitchen.
There's some
Okay.
food.
Some food. Well, yeah. I mean, I want to look around for like some nice like snacks I can bring back
Yeah.
up for my my new friends. Just something simple. I don't want to make a big mess in a stranger's kitchen or anything. That would be rude.
Venturers
Okay.
gotta eat.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll see what they got. If I can like make like a like cheese plate.
Okay, right. so
Cheese
you
plate.
can-
Bring up some wine.
Right, so you do find some wine. It's not very good wine, unfortunately. It was a bad year.
Oh,
But
I don't
there's
really
wine.
know.
But there's wine. You do find a plate. You do find a lot of moldy cheese, but it's cheese nonetheless.
Oh, okay, you can like cut that away. It's fine.
Maybe it was supposed to be moldy.
The mold makes the cheese.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and it's you as you look around, you do find some sacks of vegetables which seem to have gone off, but there might be a good potato in there somewhere.
I'll like druid craft the vegetables back to like healthiness.
Can Drewcraft do that?
I don't know. It says you can like bud and like heal, like not like heal, but
You can take all those rotten potatoes and just make them make a new potato plant that fixes the potatoes at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. I would assume that's up to sort of DM discretion, but it's got the like you instantly make flower blossoms, seed pods open, leaf buds bloom. So if they're like going off and there's other stuff sprouting on them, I'll like get fresh things from
know what?
like.
You're making good use of the rotting potatoes and using it as compost for the new potatoes that are flowering.
Yeah, I don't gotta let anything go to waste.
Yeah. So you give it all the love and tension and Druidcraft, and yeah, it's starting to bud. If you come back tomorrow, the potatoes will have be at a nice size. They're nice. They're
You're making a garden.
Jersey Royal potatoes, so they're quite nice with a salad.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, okay, I'll like set
Um,
things up so if we're still here tomorrow, I can come
yeah.
and, you know, make us some nice home fries.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
see if there's a pantry of non-perishable goods.
You do find a pantry.
Those
it
don't go
is-
off fast.
There's lots of jars of variety of pickles, jams, and jellies.
Oh.
I
As you
wonder
tap,
if this is jelly or slime.
as you're
You can never
tapping,
tell.
as you're tapping one jar, you kind of see the jar just like nudge back at you as you're tapping it.
Oh, hello, jar. Do you contain mysteries or snacks?
It
You're
shakes.
looking like a snack.
It shakes once.
Mysteries. Good to know. This jar contains mysteries. Do not eat it.
Oh,
Safe
okay.
jar.
Honey, you have no idea what Tatiana's on about.
I feel like I'm already getting used to that. I'm just like, oh, that's nice, dear.
It doesn't take long. You accept the erraticism and you move
Yeah, I mean, you know, if that's just the way she is, then, you know, okay.
on.
Yeah.
Foster that imagination, that's important.
You do find some apple butter in a jar somewhere. You do find some nice pomegranate jam.
Oh, pomegranate. I know someone who loves pomegranate. I'm going to
Um,
take the pomegranate.
So yeah, so you grab all your food plates and the wine, and after a while, let's say all of you make your way back to Laugh.
With our larder.
Yeah. As Tatiana and Honey get there, though, you see outside the room is a selection of silver platters.
Oh. Well, it's probably going to be much better than whatever I put together.
Well,
You open the silver platter, and it is gourmet food of the highest caliber.
I'm still holding my pomegranate jam, Perry. I'm going to
And
give
it's
this
all-
to Lace. Lace
it's
is having
all-
a hard day. I'm going to give this to Lace.
It's all laid out nicely, and there's even a tiny name label in front of each of the platter.
Oh, well, this was really nice of them. I mean, you know, didn't have to go through all that trouble. Let's go bring, you know, dinner to everybody. They must be hungry. We did a lot of walking today down that, like, twisty road there.
I almost started doing my Wisconsin accent. Don't worry. Like, that is a good idea. I would be tempted to just sit down. But I understand that I shouldn't do that.
Oh, well,
Let's
I mean,
take it inside.
yeah, we can go inside. You can eat on that nice bed you were enjoying jumping on or whatever if you want. Just try not to get crumbs everywhere. That'd be rude, too.
I will do my best. I do like that bed.
As you
I'll,
all,
like, help push it.
yeah, you push it in. As you're walking in, you know, Laugh, you're greeted by Honey and Tatiana, who are bringing a selection of like dusty-looking wine and jams and jellies. Also, some very nice platters, one of which has your name on. There is cutlery provided.
I walk over to Lath with the jar of pomegranate jelly. I found this for you. I didn't find any mint, but I'm sure we could find some mint.
You remembered a thing.
I remember the thing.
You remembered a thing.
I remember the important things. Give you the
Thank
jar
you.
of random jelly. I didn't take the one full of mysteries.
It's probably a good thing.
That was my thought.
Where'd the plates go? Well, come from though, cause names.
I mean, they were there.
They were out in the hall.
They were
I
out
figured
in
you'd be suspicious of them, but here
Yep.
they are.
the- Yep, definitely suspicious.
Does it count as a favor? I don't really know. Nobody, like, said so. So I think it's safe, right?
If you'd rather eat the moldy cheese, we did find some moldy cheese.
And
There
there'll
will
be some
Yes,
potatoes tomorrow. Yeah.
tomorrow.
What
Honey
kind of
is very
moldy
sure.
cheese? Is it like
We're very excited about the potatoes.
Like, there'll be potatoes.
like blue cheese moldy cheese or like
Now
Well,
it's
I think there's like some
Just
cheddar
mold
here. It
on
seems
it.
like a pretty hard cheese, so you know we can just scrape the mold right on off
I
like
mean-
the
I mean,
sides
that
and
is
get the
how
like
cheese-
you know the inside. It'll be fine.
I like to think we found a large cheese wheel.
Yeah,
So
like
now
I'm
it's
picturing
just
like a big Skyrim like cheese.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe like kind of gross and moldy.
so not cheese that's meant to be moldy is what I'm understanding, right?
I mean, it's at least not that weird cheese full of maggots. That one's weird.
But
oh,
that
well,
one's
you know,
meant to
I mean,
be
different
like that.
tastes for different
That's
folks.
different. That's different.
Yeah, but it's made. The cheese made of maggot poop.
No, I mean, it's not
That's
really
weird
for
to
me
even me.
either, but I try not to judge.
That's a real cheese, Tim. It's real.
I know it's
It's
real
gross.
cheese. It's highly expensive, highly illegal to transport across the European Union, but supposedly really nice.
And it's
Illegal
supposed to
in the
be
US too,
delicious.
from what I understand.
I would prefer
Unrelated.
the cheese that
Today
the man
I
from Blur
learned.
makes.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that for private chat.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
No,
They took a turn.
Out of curiosity, does anyone know the detect poison?
That was a bad
Oh,
joke.
Did I take that today? I don't think I did. Not for today.
Almost certainly.
Does Satali, do you know this?
I was prepared for all terrible things Faye might do. So I was like, just put detect poison, detect magic, we're gonna need it all.
I have detect thoughts.
Satali, you walk in and you see all these platters in front of you.
Titali, they gave us food. Do you want to poke it? I know Lath wants to poke it. We didn't touch. We touched it, but only in bringing it in flesh stuff.
So Tali just casts detect poison on the food.
Okay.
Including the cheese and the jam.
Okay.
Good on everything.
On everything, so everything in the room,
Oh, we should have brought the potatoes.
under all the platters, you detect no poison.
I'm going to take is one of the platters labeled for me?
One of the platters is labeled for you, Satali.
I'm going to
Once
take
again, we didn't tell anyone our names.
Satali does not answer you. She goes over to her bed and sits down and just starts eating and just brings out a sketchbook and starts sketching things quietly.
As you uncover the food, it is your favorite meal. What is Satali's favorite meal?
Satali's favorite meal is this soup that her, not her biological mother, the person who raised her. One day it was raining outside and all the other students in the castle were squirreled away, and I was trying to master a spell, but just couldn't get it and was getting so frustrated. So that woman took her down to the kitchen and started just putting everything in this pot and called it makeup soup. And they ate that, and Satali has never been able to replicate what it tastes like, but it was the best thing she's ever eaten.
Makeup soup, it's got lipstick in it and some eyeshadow.
As you taste this soup, it's exactly as she made it. Exactly as she made it.
Okay, Satali is going to taste a bit and is going to just trying to think what she would do. She just wants the bowl gone. So it's probably going to, if I can use a spell to get rid of the bowl, that's what I'm gonna do.
What kind of spell you can use to get rid of the bowl?
Yeet.
I'm just trying to use void magic to just destroy it.
Okay.
Let Val make a spell called Yeet.
Okay.
Spell.
So the void yeet spell goes off, and effectively the bowl starts hovering in the air, and then suddenly it yeets across the room into a tiny black void, and then the void compacts. Lose one spell slot, your choice.
And afterwards, you kind of get the impression that she immediately regrets that. But she just kind of sits back on the bed and starts sketching in her book.
I'm gonna unclush mine, which, Tim, I'm feeling a random table coming on.
Okay, it's your favorite food.
What is my favorite food right now? Because
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's your favorite food. And to you, it looks like your favorite food.
yeah,
To everyone else, it's dust. Dust
I was
and
going
dirt.
to say literally. I think what might be under there is a bowl of dust.
It's a
I
bowl.
can literally eat dust.
It's a bowl of dust and dirt. However, to you, Tatiana, it is your favorite food.
A bowl of dust.
A bowl of dust.
is my favorite food. I'm literally, that's one of my things as a mystic. I can literally eat dirt. That's why I took the spoon of spices, so I can make my dirt spicy. But I'm kind of like, I want to make a random table of like, what's my favorite food today, but I feel like today it might be dirt.
Around the
Borscht.
around the edge of the bowl containing your dirt, there is a selection of mini like spice packets, effectively.
Mm-hmm. So I'm
You
thinking
can-
maybe
You can flavor your dirt however you like it.
a big bowl of dirt with a small side of borscht.
Yes,
It's quite
That is what you get.
borscht.
that is what you get.
If it was actual food, I would share it with Satali. But since
Awesome.
it's apparently dirt,
It's just dirt.
I'm gonna go sit at the end of Satali's bed. Not too close, but close enough that I'm there. Not to bother her, but just to be present.
Okie dokie.
She's having a bad time. I'm gonna eat my dirt.
Okay. Who wants to open their cloche next?
Oh, I guess I will.
What is under your cloche is your favorite meal?
Oh, if it's like my favorite meal, then it's just this really tasty salmon dish that my mom used to make. It was really good, and there's some like fresh berries and stuff to go along with it. I really like blueberries. Those are my favorites.
So yeah, you get a nice bit of very nice poached salmon, with
Honey salmon.
It is now.
teriyaki honey poached salmon. With it is very nicely laid out in front of you on a bed of greens, with blueberries bunched up nicely along the edge.
There's a suggestion from chat that is definitely happening. I am eating the dirt with chopsticks.
You are eating the dirt with chopsticks. Jeez. Okay.
Tim. Okay. The voice was getting higher and higher.
It's fine. It's all fine. It's all good. And laugh.
Oh, last favorite? Spicy burritos, tacos. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You get a nice selection of tacos and burritos on this National Taco Day.
You are from Fay, Mexico.
When I look at everyone else's
Hey,
plates,
Tex-Mex?
what do I see?
Dust.
Everyone else's food looks exactly as their favorite food is. So Tatiana is eating dust with chopsticks. Satali had a bowl of soup, which she yeeted through a void. Honey has a nice bit of salmon on a bed of greens with some berries. And you've got a selection of tacos and burritos.
Stolly yeeted hers through the void.
Yes, she
Like
had a
you
bit.
do.
She had a spoonful and then yeeted it.
I also have a tiny bowl of borscht. They can see my tiny bowl of borscht, right?
Yes, she has a tiny bowl of borscht.
Can I gesture that slightly towards Satali?
Yes.
I'm not looking at you. I'm just holding out a tiny bowl of borscht.
Tatali will take the bowl of borscht
I hand you a spoon because I understand you might not want to eat this with chopsticks.
and just starts to try and. No, she wants the chopsticks. Give her the chopsticks. No.
Someday I will convert you all. You will all join me in madness.
This is the true ending of Course to Shadow Fae and the chopstick saga.
I don't know how practical chopsticks with big bare hand claws would be.
You just use your nails as chopsticks, little individual chopsticks.
Just
Yeah, she'll take the borscht and she'll slowly go to it, but she doesn't eat very much.
It's in like a teacup size.
It's just a wee bitty.
It's a wee teacup size.
Just a
In that
wee,
case, I will
it's a little
down
serving
it.
bush.
with
Yes.
with a pinky up, and just drink it like that, and just slowly sip it.
Awesome.
Good beady sour creamy goodness.
Lath is gonna look at their plate, and they're just nope. Nope.
Okay.
Not trusting.
Okay. You get a nice smell of fresh burritos, tacos, of varying flavors and spices and aromas floating towards your nose, but you're like, no! Be gone, demon!
Basically.
I rebuke you. Yeah.
I just looked up a bunch of just Russian foods. Oh, stuff looks so good.
So yeah, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, you can retire for the evening.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna let them know about the dress and the crown I found.
Okay.
The flower crown.
The crown's still there. All the petals are gone. But is the crown still there, or did it disappear with cackling?
Crown's not there.
Oh,
It's not there?
Crown's not there.
Okay. Okay. So I swear it was there. It matched this dress.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You seem a little jumpy since we got here.
No, I just don't trust anything here.
Well, yeah, because you seem so jumpy.
'Cause Faye. This is clearly a Faye place. And,
I mean, that was the idea.
Okay.
yes.
We sort of know that coming in.
But we're not sure which Fae place, and until we know, I don't trust anything. And even when
I
I
mean-
know, I don't trust anything.
I mean, Satali knows something, but that's for them to know. And I'm fine with not. But that shouldn't surprise you. Satali does what Satali does.
Well, I mean, you know, if weird things are like normal for a face stuff, then I'm sure it's fine if the crown was here and now it's gone, right? Maybe somebody needed it.
It's just not knowing the general disposition of the creatures around us. That has to be.
What kind of flowers was it?
I believe they were myrtle.
Like a crepe myrtle?
Yeah.
Those trees are they're very. They don't go away easy. There might be a crepe myrtle in my backyard, or at least there was. It's probably still there. It's very hard to get rid of a crepe myrtle.
Right.
Today I learned.
There's a lot of them here.
The thing is, there's a crown that went with this dress. The crown's missing now. There was scritching in the walls. There was,
Oh, screeching.
yeah, like rats or something. I mean, I guess that's not unusual for
I mean,
such as this, but
there was a rat staring at you when you held your gem aloft. In
that too.
so there's definitely rats here. I wonder if any of them know Chuck.
It's a good question.
We should investigate that tomorrow,
Could be
honey.
Chuck.
Do you
We
think Chuck
could
came here?
ask.
I think the
Chuck did get us in.
more likely scenario is they are spies.
Well, yeah.
Well, if it's Chuck, it's definitely not a spy, because Chuck is an upstanding rat.
Chuck would
Maybe
betray
an
us for a
upstanding
wheel of
one.
cheese.
Yes.
We did have a wheel of cheese. We could have him unbetray us. We found the wheel of cheese.
I'm just saying.
My logic makes absolute sense.
Are you worried really about like being spied on and stuff? I mean, you know, I
Do you see me
don't
eating?
really worry about that.
I don't like knowing less than my opponents. And right now, I am at a disadvantage.
Oh, you don't like knowing less? You would have a horrible time in my head.
What opponents are you talking about, though?
Just know you cannot trust the Shadow Fae or anything in this place. It is all.
I'm
built-
trusting you lot.
You two are Shadow Fae.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a little Fae. Just enough to be. Whoo.
Well, I think you're all very fine people.
Thank you. I do what I can, I think.
I'm gonna look over to Loth and just not say anything, but like there's a kind of look that passes between that's like, this place is not good.
I think, well, you did have some borscht, and you tried your soup, but I think Titania probably knows this place isn't good. She just doesn't care. Like, reckless abandon and all that. Like, she knows there's something up. She's just choosing to not give a damn about it.
Oh, I just, you know, I'd never really been in like a place like this, so I don't know any better. I'm sure everything is fine. Everything's been so
Everything-
nice so far.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
I love how Honey is the character like, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be on this journey with you fine folks. I'm like,
My brand new friends.
no. God damn, Honey. Honey.
My clan is where my heart is, which is everywhere. So I mean, you know.
I'm gonna give Honey a hug. It's
No.
what they want a hug.
I always want hugs.
Bear hug.
Oh yeah. You get like a nice bear hug if you want one. Like everyone can get a nice big old honey bear hug before
Honey bear
bed.
hug. It's time for a honey bear hug, everybody.
So Charlie's like,
Shaking her head,
"Mm-mm-mm."
like, please don't.
I'm just imagining like an image of like this isn't negotiable, and just like
Yeah, it's-
laughing
Yeah.
to Tally looking like
Yeah, like I hate everything about this.
For a second, you do that, and then you're like,
I hate everything about it.
and then
Like, it's like one of those things where it's like stoic people pretend to hate hugs. It's like,
and then they.
mhm.
Yeah,
hate
give
it.
everybody a hug and, you know, make sure everyone's all ready for bed. And before I go to bed, I take out a little, like, white statuette of a little bear that I've got and put it on, like, the bedside and
Yeah.
go lie down.
Okay. As you all drift off to sleep,
I'm sleeping on the floor.
you sleep on the floor.
I'll cover you up.
You all get the benefits of a long rest. Don't you worry.
Hey.
I eat
You-
dirt.
You all go up a level to level 9.
Ooh.
We explored a
And-
castle. It was great.
However, middle of the night, Tatiana, you up,
Oh.
and there's a tiny rat holding a small scepter in front of you. He's very dapper. Some would say dandy,
Oh.
with a top hat jauntily to one side, and he's just looking at you on his hindquarters.
I cast speak with animals, so that I might speak with this beautiful tiny Chuck, if you will.
And he goes, "I'm here for the morning report."
Hello, Chuck. Yes.
No, I'm not Chuck.
Oh, are you related to Chuck?
Chuck's
You
my
look like-
brother.
Oh, you look like Odin. What is your first name?
I'm Archie.
Oh, Archie.
Chuck
Archie
is
Dandy?
my brother. I am
Oh,
Archer. I am Archie the Awesome.
Oh.
If you don't mind, I have to do the morning report. I am
Okay.
sorry, but this may be a bit of a racket.
That's perfectly fine for me.
He goes, and he turns around and goes, "News team, assemble!" And he walks off, and behind them is about 65 rats, all in tiny uniforms, which are purple and gold epaulets.
Hmm.
All of them playing kazoos. All of them playing Thunderstruck.
Tatiana is absolutely elated.
Everyone else wakes up to see this Archie the Awesome rat leading them with a scepter through your room out of the door. Or the rats play Thunderstruck.
Oh.
What?
Well, that's just lovely.
What
And you
is
just see
going
Tatiana, like-
on?
I'm like, are these your friends you were talking about?
There's a-
Your rat buddies?
There's about
Arch-
60 rats playing on kazoos right now.
They're
Oh
they're
my
like
goodness.
opposite Peter Pipering. They're leading themselves.
The
They are
Tommies
loud.
have, like, I think elves don't actually have to sleep to get a long rest.
Yeah, you trance.
Yeah.
I've just been trancing this whole time, and you just see
Yes.
Satali snap out the trance, like lying on her back, like holding this book.
Like
When
vampire
I imagine you're
style?
holding, yeah,
Yeah, holding this like big ass book that she carries the whole time, and just
you're
goes,
Wednesday Addams sleeping.
I hate the Shadow Court so much.
Is it? And you just hear from the corner, "Isn't this great?
Yeah, honey's like, oh, this is great.
I love it here." Well, no, but at least this is great.
Well, the rats don't do this back at home. I mean, you know, unless we like ask them to, I guess.
I suspect I chose the wrong protection.
You should have the repel rat spell.
How did these rats get in here? Did they just appear?
I don't know.
You don't
Over
know.
there. I mean, Archie woke me. Archie is Chuck's brother.
Oh, why am I not surprised?
Honey's like humming
Archie
along out of tune.
Does he have a death wish?
Did
Well,
you bother
probably.
to ask how Archie got in our room?
No.
Archie!
Hello.
How did you get into our room?
Actually, no, you can't do speak of animals, can you?
Oh.
Archie says yes.
Yes. I came through the hole in the wall,
Oh,
And
he
you
came
see-
through
and
the hole in the wall.
and you see a very small, mouse hole, which is very neatly ornate.
Oh, does
when-
it have a little fairy door on it? That'd be cute.
It has a tiny door with a big knocker on it.
Yeah, it does.
More knockers.
It's got a big knocker and a tiny knob to get into the door.
Tim, I'm really trying to play an unimpressed character waking up right now, and this Archie makes me way too entertained. I'm really trying to be like, I hate this so much, but really I'm like, Archie, dance for me.
You want to be Titania right now, and you have to be Satali.
Yeah, Honey's here for this, 100%.
I'm going to.
I really don't understand why you are all so like nervous about being here.
I'm gonna pick up Archie from like with Bias Code, just like pop him in the center of my hand, and just go.
Lady, how dare you
I'm going to-
manhandle
I'm-
me like this?
I'm gonna rescue Archie.
I cast
Satali.
silence on Archie.
Silence is a big spell, isn't it?
Silence is a 15-foot spell, if I remember rightly.
The whole room is completely silent. If
The
you
whole
say
room is
it's
completely silent. However, you do see at the end of this parade of rats a nice ornately rat, same as the other, gaily prancing around and scattering petals everywhere.
Oh, there he is. There's the pedo rat. I don't actually cast silence on Archie.
I was gonna say, you're saying it to yourself.
I can't. I want you to know I'm very tempted to cast silence. I don't know if you can understand me, but please.
Why would this person want
I'm-
to silence me?
I have him over here.
Why would she want to silence me? How? Does she not like good music?
She's cranky in the morning. I'm a bard from my experience. No, she does not.
Ugh.
You just squeak, 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 squeak.
I need caffeine, and then I will dance to your music.
Do you
Oh,
have,
does she want caffeine?
Do you have any coffee?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to maybe, if you come again for the morning report, maybe bring coffee, and you will have a better reception, at least from Satali.
Well, there's
Oh,
coffee
wait.
outside your door.
Okay, Laith will never be happy, just so you know. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Next
So-
time, I will not wake you up this way. If you don't mind, I
Oh,
need to
well-
go lead my people to go down the corridors.
Okay, well, I found it delightful, just so you know. It was a
You
wonderful
are delightful
performance.
as well.
Oh, thank you so much. You are an absolute gem.
I love your fashion sense.
Oh, I thank you. You are quite indeed awesome yourself.
And all of this, you're hearing just squeaking in the corner.
I heard the. Did I hear the coffee part, or
There
I'm
is
just gonna
coffee
go?
outside the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get the coffee.
I probably like there's coffee outside.
I'm gonna cast detect poison on it though.
Oh no, you don't detect any poison at all. However, you do see that the tray's been held by a goblin.
Oh, I don't mind
Oh,
that.
I speak Gerblin.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, I'm gonna let Archie lead
Thank
his
you.
band.
I will see you all later.
You'll see-
Enjoy my friend here and the finest coffee that the Shadow Fae has to offer.
See you tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you have prepared.
See you in the morrow.
All right. Goodbye.
And you see a tiny goblin with a tray on his head walking in.
I sorta.
There's a very large teapot, a large coffee pot, and a few selection of mugs.
I'm down on goblin level. Hello. I say goblin. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you for bringing
take-
the coffee and being silent about it.
I
You
take the
are
tray.
My favorite.
You are. Do you speak goblin?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say if you don't, I'm gonna say you're her favorite. I'm gonna say it anyway. You're her favorite.
You are my favorite, and I'm just very happy to see this coffee and you right now. I'm going to go drink this. Goodbye.
I give you the whole pot.
I just take the whole pot, but then look at laugh at Honey like, do you need this?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm not really much a one for coffee, and most of the time. Was there a tea or something out there though? Did you see?
There's some tea here as well.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Oh,
Thank
this
you.
one looks like it's herbal.
Oh,
I'm not sure which herbs, but it smells nice.
I'll have some tea.
Oh no, hang on. I just forgot. The chat reminded me. I will tip the goblin.
Tip the goblin.
Oh,
Tip the tiny. Always tip your servers in whatever situation you are in.
What do you give him?
I give him a gold coin.
He takes the gold coin, goes, and then puts it in a very tiny satchel he's got at his side.
Oh, a tiny satchel. He doesn't get a lot of tips.
aw.
Rude.
He reaches into his other satchel and brings out a letter. Looks around the room and goes,
Sitali, Honey, Leth, Tatiana.
I'm just going to take the letter.
Okay.
It seems
I was
like the
trying
way
to
go.
I was trying to figure out if a name would help him figure out where it went, but that works.
so the letter is addressed to Sitali and Laugh.
Oh.
Oh, good. I don't
Oh.
feel snubbed.
Intrigue.
I don't feel snubbed at all.
I'm going to pour Lass out some of the coffee, just in case, and give her a cup of coffee. I'm just going to take this pot and just dump it out into the biggest coffee cup I can find, and then I'm going to walk over to her and say, "We got the letter."
I'm gonna start strumming the song I just heard the rats playing to myself.
The goblin in the corner is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that he is staying in case you want to reply, so mayhaps read with haste.
Don't tell me what to do.
Not, I'm suggesting.
I just always really wanted to do that.
While he's waiting, Honey will
You're
make a
not my
little.
supervisor.
You're not my real dad.
You're not my supervisor.
You're
Honey
not
will
my
make
supervisor.
the goblin a little flower crown while he's hanging around waiting for them to finish reading the letter. Just
Play the
lots of
music.
little daisies.
Play the music.
What does the letter say?
The letter's addressed to Sitali and Laugh, and basically says, "Welcome home. You have made a
Quite an entrance.
yeah, you've made an entrance. You are interesting folks to have around. We look forward to seeing more of you."
They want us to get naked. Oh no.
I'm gonna turn to Lath and just go, That's tricky face speech for watch your backs, right?
Basically. Because this isn't my home, is it your home? And unless they're
Unfortunately.
addressing the entire Fey realm as
I'm
home.
vaguely Fey.
This
It does
is
not welcome me.
I am familiar with the courts. I guess you could call it my home.
Your home is dusty.
Yes, I know.
Just the peanut gallery in the background.
That's
well, I think it's
that's
lovely.
I think it's lovely.
I just ate a bowl of dust yesterday. Dusty is not a slam. Dust is very nice. I enjoy dust.
Poetry slam.
Having read the letter, you all start hearing some hustle and bustle outside the door.
Oh.
I'm going to look out the door.
You see goblin servants. You see some more animals going around. You see humans going around with different animals for their heads.
Is there a bunny?
There is a bunny headed.
Oh no, we lost it. Oh, there he is. Okay.
And that's where we're going to finish this week's episode.
You
Ah!
can't call back to the episode where everything
Little
happened and
Baron.
the wish spell. We had a previous episode where Tim's character wished a bunny-headed guy into a small boy.
Oh, jeez.
He looked like he was a halfling 9-year-old Haley Joe Osment.
Oh my
Albino.
god. All right.
Albino.
See, I was
Very
getting
emo-
like weird, like Donnie Darko vibes with
Yeah.
like scary rabbit person walking around.
It was the last episode of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage finale. With the last.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Baron.
Well, I remember you've all leveled up.
Yes.
So you should all be level 9 now.
Hey.
And can everyone roll me a D100?
Oh no.
No, we can't.
66 for honey.
57 for Satali.
4
Four.
for Jen.
4. 4.
And 20
20.
4 and 20.
years ago.
Yeah.
Thank you.
4 score, 20 hours.
Thank you for those numbers.
Four,
They are greatly appreciated.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Kind, benevolent, handsome dungeon master.
Someone have a blackbird spur and a pie.
Flattery will get you everywhere. But yeah. So yeah, you're in the courts.
Yay.
Oh, it's very nice.
That's the
You
one.
are now one step closer to your eventual aim of basically turning this into Monster Prom.
Yeah, you said you were gonna give us a list of our dating options.
That list is happening. I'm also adding some new people to that list as well because
Nice.
you should get some
Nice.
new people. So yeah,
Yay!
So next week you'll have a bit more of the court, more people to talk to, hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll be able to see someone.
Yeah, you just saw people.
We saw people.
We would like to speak to the
Underblins.
manager, please.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
I want to talk to you about our accommodations. My name's Karen.
So yeah, we'll see what
Oh,
fun we have
yay.
next week.
I'm so excited. Thanks for a great session, Tim.
Great.
Thank you. Let's quickly go around, say who you are, where we can find you, what you're doing, because I know Pixie has to get places as well. So Pixie, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Yeah.
I'm Torn Pixie. You can find me here on Twitch at Torn Pixie and on Twitter at Torn Pixie Twitch. It's a lot easier to keep up with everything I'm doing via Twitter because it is a lot. I guess my next big things currently are tonight I've got a game that I'm running on my channel, and then Monday night I'm running a one-shot on Nerdsmith, doing one of Nine Hells one-shots over there. So, that's my stuff. Yep.
Awesome sauce. Sam, you're up.
Hey, I am Sam. I go by @Samwise_GameG on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a chronic illness, disability, and accessibility advocate, and I stream. You can see me on Heroes Without Limits. I'm also DMing Death House over there on Tuesdays throughout the month of October, so check that out. I'm also over on Encounter Roleplay, as well as on the Chromatic Chimera. And that's it, I think. I think that's really all I got going on right now.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Val.
Always
Hi
muted.
everybody, I'm Val. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter, as said before. I am back. I live on Variant Roles now, basically. So I'm back on Sunday. We have the finale of our Monster Hearts game, Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers. We've all become our darkest selves. It's a nightmare. It's going to go so terrible, and I can't wait for it. On the 14th of October, Grim Femmes, run by Emma, begins on Mondays, and it's exploring and dealing with trauma through the lens of tabletop RPGs, and I'm really excited for it. And also, Project VHS on Thursdays has just started. We had our first session yesterday. It's a void space horror. We had our first session. It has a TV-style opening because Dan is like a actual wizard, and it's gonna be so good. So yeah, I'm here, and then I'm back here on Fridays for courts.
Yay!
Jen, you're up.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm at randomly Jen with JENN on Twitter, and randomly generated here on Twitch, also with a JENN. I'm a variety streamer. Do lots of variety. I'm doing a picture a day in October on Twitter and Instagram because I never post anything. I feel like I should probably do that. But yeah, come hang out. We do super chill streams. I'm trying to get into Octobery spooky games and probably do some more Sims and just chill stuff. Lots of people like to come and just relax and curl up with a hot Beverly if it's cold enough to curl up with a hot Beverly. But yeah, come hang out. We have a real good time over there.
Real good time.
Real good time. We're real cozy and welcome and warm and community, and it's real hot. Yay!
Amazing.
We talk about random. We talk about nerd junk and D&D. I ramble a lot.
I think that's every stream I've ever been in with you, Jen.
It's my job.
Which is amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm Tim. I'm at Alan Moth on all the social interwebs. You can find me here on Fridays. You can find me on Mondays. This Monday at, I think, like 7 p.m. Central, I think. Maybe. Someone will correct me in the chat or whatever. For the final of the Hellbind 7 game. Oh boy, howdy. Oh boy, howdy. That's like, which is amazing. That's GM by Maria. I am around. I Twitch occasionally, random stuff. I write occasionally, random stuff. I tweet about my life and my work and all that weird stuff.
And your dope hair.
And my dope hair. And this basically, if you see this, you know what you're getting in the nicest possible way.
It's wonderful. That's what we're getting.
I'll actually be twitching at some point in the future about what I'm writing, so that should be interesting. Twitching.
I like the it's a verb, using it in the verb.
Just twitching stuff. And yeah, if you want to hang around on Varying Roles, in about 45-ish minutes, we've got Dresden Files Portland coming up. If you want to support Variant Roles, do it through the Patreon or subscribing. Join us on the Discord, where we're all happy, lovely, shiny people who just cause chaos and love around everybody. And
chaos.
Yeah, chaos and love, and it's amazing. We're basically all Wednesday Addams. It's amazing, and I love it.
Burn it all down.
Right, burn it all down, and then rebuild it with love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if we're raiding. If we're raiding, let's raid. If not, then see you all around in the Ethereal Void Twitter. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, it was great. Thank you for running again, Tim. It was
yes. And sorry for all the technical chaos.
Everything's fine.
It's fine. Every week we have technical chaos. It's on brand.
It's fine.
Nothing but we have a brand now, and we're consistent on it.
Yeah, consistency is key.
Consistently inconsistent.
Consistently inconsistent.
We've become Grace Helbig.
It is brilliant. So if we're gonna raid, let's raid. If not, we'll see you around.
Have a
Bye, bye, nerds. We love you.
We love you. You're a nerd.